Okay, welcome back to a video here. I'm going to do a playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is going to be for the Android port. A little bit of a showcase of the game as well as just an actual complete playthrough because I haven't done one of those yet and I really enjoy this game a lot. I'm not going to bore you with blow-by-blow scenes of everything I do. I've made that mistake in several other gameplay walkthroughs and such, but I will show specific things like creation, the initial level, how to play through certain areas. You won't see me run around doing the fetch quests, but I'll do the story quests on this. Without further ado, let's jump into it with character creation. So you've got several different character classes. You've got the scoundrel. Come on. There we go. Got the scout and the soldier. Scoundrel, scout, soldier. And you saw sometimes the touchscreen can be a little laggy. I'm going to go as a soldier. I've done scout and scoundrel before. They're much harder to play and take a lot more finesse. I just really enjoy the soldier because I like brute forcing things. Also, soldier plus guardian makes for a really good Jedi later if you like combat. We're going to do custom character. I like that portrait a lot. I'm a big fan of Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, and Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and that's a character from that game series, the face and everything. So obviously we want to put points here into our skills. So you might wonder why I'm doing 2 points in each. So strength is a major modifier, and basically the more strength you have, the more power you deal in melee damage and chance to hit for melee. So very important for a melee fighter. Very, very important indeed. Dexterity is important because it's your agility and reflexes. The better your agility and reflexes, the better your chance to hit with ranged weapons and grenades. It also helps increase your defensive rating, making you harder to hit. So while I'm planning to go melee, which means I'll need strength through most of my abilities and such, I will need some dexterity for a basic minimum level of defense. So I'm going to put dexterity at a 10. Constitution is your hit points. It also determines how many vitality points you get at level up. It's super important for soldiers and guardians. Basically, this makes you tanky. Intelligence, that basically says how many modifiers you have for essential skills. I'm going to put that up a little higher just so I get a little extra over the long-term span of the game, so to speak, but not real high because skills are a little lower on the soldier guardian combo. Wisdom is your willpower and perception, so it's very important for Jedi for force points and whatnot. So I'm going to bump that up a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because the guardian/soldier combo relies very strongly on lightsaber fighting in the long term and in the short term vibroblade fighting, and it winds up being less effective later. And then charisma is just your, how persuasive are you. I'm not even going to waste points on that just because I really don't plan to use persuasion very much. Now, if you might look, by putting it to 10, my modifier goes to 0, whereas charisma has a -1. So I'm actually going to be penalized on all of my charisma checks, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to brute force it. Now let's throw some more into strength because I'm going to be going a hard strength route. All right, got up to 18. I've got a +4 modifier. Very nice. I'm going to dump the rest into constitution for hit points. So I'm going to be very tanky. I'm going to do lots of damage, and I have no modifiers, negative or positive, for dexterity, intelligence, and wisdom, with 1 negative for charisma. Again, this isn't going to be about persuading people. This is going to be about brute force. So skill points. As you see, there's cross-class skills, and then you've also got class skills. And so cross-class count 2 points, whereas class skills count 1 point. So obviously you want to put more into your class skills than into your cross-class skills. I'm going to do 1 point in demolition so I can use mines and such, 1 point in awareness so that I actually can see mines and such. The rest of these are all cross-class except for treat injury, which I'll put 2 points into. That way I have a better time healing. That means I get to heal more hit points more quickly. Then for feats, since I'm a soldier, I automatically get all of these feats. I get weapon proficiency and armor proficiencies across the board, and your basic power attacks for melee and ranged. I am going to add one more feat. There it is. I like critical hits. There we go. So I'm going to add critical hits as my first initial starting. And then for name, awful name. One of the downsides of Android is you can't see the name when you're doing it. So I'm going to just hit the backspace excessively and then type in a name here. We're going to go with Kurdog. I'm trying to go back to Kurdog as my primary moniker away from Nightmare, which I did when I was a teenager and I've kept for excessively too many years. Makes me feel cringy. Kurdog is much more my style these days. And with that, we'll start. We're going to skip through the intro here. The intro is available online if you want to search it. Unfortunately, I can't skip this scene here, so we are stuck watching this scene. Sorry for the coat. I should have opened that up before I started the game. Looking around confused. Oh my gosh, what's going on? In comes red shirt number 1. We'll run through this. You gotta tap on the choices. Dooby-dooby-doo. Okay, let's go help. Okay. Wahoo. All right, so you got to long touch and kind of drag to turn the screen. If you want to go in a direction, you kind of have to pull up while you do it. And then, of course, you just tap on the foot locker or the blue box that says foot locker. Get the items. Yes, yes. Come down here. Uh-oh, move that out of the way. My Google Game Pass is in the way of the inventory. Here we go. So I'm going to assign clothing. As you see, it'll say that I don't have anything for these because I don't have anything for them yet. But I do have a vibroblade, or short sword rather, my bad. And no belt yet, so just bare minimum stuff. And my undies. Alright. Alright, Trask is in my party. Occurs to me, having gone with no persuasion, I might have trouble getting one of my members in my party later. I have to be very careful with that. Alright, let's swap to Trask. He has to unlock the door for me. Open Sesame. Yay, experience points. Run through here. Again, skip through all the little scenes here. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Little droid. Okay, swap again. I'm going to hack the door. There you go. Bad guys. Won't let me skip. Good guys and bad guys fighting. Just a Tin Man. When the Wizard of Oz turns violent. For the Republic! Alright, we're just going to run in here and... So one thing about this, of course, is the tutorial right now. So all this is tap happy. I mean, it is a touchscreen. So you can kind of twist back and forth. The pause button becomes very important for this touchscreen, even more so than it was for the computer, because the touchscreen can be a little wonky sometimes selecting targets. Like these guys are far enough away. Yes, thank you. Alright, it's going to make me do... There we go. These guys are far enough away I can toggle back and forth between them without too much trouble. But sometimes your enemies aren't, and it's very hard to select between them on a touchscreen. So the pause button is very important. I recommend spamming it as much as you need to. We're going to go ahead and launch crits here. And just take this guy out with my excessively high level of strength. Oh, come on. See, I didn't... Stop. See, I didn't hit pause. That's a perfect demonstration. I didn't hit pause and it selected the door behind it. That can happen on the computer too, but it happened more here. It happens more easily here on the touchscreen because it is a lot harder to select since it's not as exact as a mouse pointer. Alright, and he's dead. Very nice. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the med pack. I'm actually at very good health. Nothing to loot there. Really? Nothing to loot at all? I feel robbed. Run through the door. Bad guys. Now, if you hit the red arrow under the crits, you can change your weapon style. So like I can go critical strike, power attack, or regular attack. I'm going to stick with critical strike. It's my favorite. Play. And he's down. And then I'm swapping to this guy. Crits. Go get him. Go get him. There you go. One more time. There he goes. Foot locker. And buy him some tennis shoes. There's some remains. There you go. Get his stuff. Alright, looks like that's all that's in here. Can't skip this one. Wait on it to play through. Come on now. Oh, grenade, look out. They even killed their ally. There we go. Spam the critical hit. And charge. Explosions. Bad guys. Lots of bad guys. Ooh, I already took some major damage there. We're not paying any attention. Let's use an advanced med pack and then more crits. Another med pack. Basically, I'm supposed to use a grenade here, but I'm going to just save the grenade because med packs are easier to get than grenades. in this game for whatever reason. Check for remains. There's some remains. Credits. Ooh, an ion grenade. Nice. There we go. You can see the screen is a little sensitive. Oh, I say it's hard to get grenades, and here I am picking up grenades everywhere. More remains that I missed. Okay, I lied. Apparently grenades are much easier to get than I recalled. Yay, parts. More remains. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry for the sneeze. Pardon me. It's a Jedi! Once again, I can't skip this scene, so we just watch. And he's down, and then she dies, or she dies. And more bad guys. You do your thing, Trask. I'm gonna disengage, pick the new guy. Go hit that guy instead. Trask can take care of himself. Get him, come on, go get him. Boom, one hit. Finish your guy, Trask? Good. That helped do that. Really wish you could loot the Sith. The Sith Jedi, whatever it is you want to call them. Like you want to say Sith, and then all these guys are Sith troopers, so it gets confusing. Looks like that's all the remains here. That's the bridge. Anything else over here? Nothing else lootable. Alright, so we'll do a quick save and run up onto the bridge. And this is just going to be a cutscene. Oh no, the bad guys, I forgot. Grenade! And then crits. Did I really just one-hit KO those guys with grenades? Sure enough did. Wow, that's awesome. Hot dog. Now I'll take the remains here. I've got a level up, but I'm going to save it. Level ups regenerate your health 100%. So I'm the kind that when I have a level up, I typically save it, blaster pistol, until I actually need to heal pretty badly, and then I'll use that as basically like a free heal. And then I also have those extra points to spend if I need to on skills that might help me beat a tougher enemy. Never mind. I don't get an option. It's going to make me level up regardless. Alright, skills. Let's take a look here. I'm going to drop another onto treat injury here. Feats. Can I get improved quick strike? Not yet. I need to be level 4. What else have I got here? I'm not going to worry about dual wielding. I'm going to go one-handed. I like being the traditional route. Well, treat injury would be nice, but I don't really need persuade, and awareness is only so. Flurry is not bad. Gearhead, not going to need that. Conditioning could be good. +1 bonus to all saving throws. Implant would be really good in the long run. Not going to worry about any ranged weapons. Toughness. I do like toughness. This is a good one. And dueling would be good for one-handed weapons. We're going to go with toughness, get the extra vitality point. And then I'll do dueling next round. Alright, we're set. Through the door. Alrighty, here we go. Now we're looking for escape pods, if memory serves. I think this is where we lose Trask. Something behind here. It's a Jedi. Dark Jedi. I'll hold him off. Me and my little short saber against a Darth Jedi with lightsaber weapon and mental powers, all kinds of crazy stuff. Starboard section. Where did I come from? I think it came from the starboard section. I think it's this way. Nope, that's the way I'm going. That's the way Trask went, I think. Yep, Trask is buying time. No remains here, so I will go to the starboard section. Come on, through the door. And we're going to skip that. Just one Sith. Charge! Bonsai! This Sith isn't very aware, is he? I got real close for he even saw me coming. Ooh, I stunned him. Very nice. That was a crit. Boom! He's down. No remains. Oh, he had some, though. Always check the bodies in the hallway, because sometimes there are remains there. Oh, bad guys. Let's take this guy down with crits again. Good. Almost down. One more hit. I hit pause, but it didn't register. Here we go. For special things like the flurry, crits, and stuff, there's penalties assigned. So it's not like a perfect bonus, like a straight up bonus. There are give and take on it. But I find that crits just work really well for me. Security panel. Whole bunch of bad guys inside. How many spikes have I got? I could overload the circuit. You know what? Let's just do that. Boom. Overloading circuit. That'll kill pretty much everybody in there, I think. Yep. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we got XP. I wonder if I can rob parts off the droid. I can't remember. Yeah, not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna save my droid parts for later. Yeah, there you go. No more remains, huh? Okay, through the door. I'm going to skip through this as quickly as we can here. Yes, yes, thank you. I will go ahead and save. Into the escape pod. Okay. Oh, right here. I walked right by it. The only one that actually had an escape pod. Here we go. Pew! They fly down to the planet. I love how the ship is blowing up with nothing shooting at it. Then they forgot to put the enemy fleet in that. Come on. Nope, won't let me skip. Alright, we'll call it here. Since we've made it a terrace, I'll end the video. But basically, you can see the first mission's pretty short. Basically, just the tutorial. And it's just to get you down here to terrace. Nope, I'm able to skip it. Yay. Anyways, but it's just to get you down here to terrace that the main game can start now. So we're going to end here. I'm a soldier. I have most of my points deposited into strength to boost my melee attack. A little bit extra deposited into constitution to boost my hit points. And then lastly, I've got it distributed pretty evenly across the rest of my skills to make sure that I don't have any negative attributes except for my persuasion skill, because I'm not going to worry about persuasion in this playthrough. Alright, let's get out of this conversational loop. Alright, here we are. On terrace in our little pad here, which is a pretty swanky little apartment. All things considered, when you think about the fact that we're fugitives running from the enemy, we've got some pretty nice digs. But with that, we're going to end the game. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to shut off the stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to tune in next time.